Alright, welcome in, guys. Don't worry, I won't make you wait all day. Just had to make sure that the connection and everything was good before I just started blathering on about nothingness. And leaving you guys wondering what was going on with the game. There we go. Everything looks like it is working just out. And the sound is not in my headset. See? That's what these tests are for. Alright, let's get right into it. Another day. It's nice to see that I had at least one other person in here ready to go. How is everyone's day going so far? It's Thursday, fourth Monday for work, at least for me, hopefully for you guys too, is over. Now we just got Friday and then on to the weekend. We're gonna get right into it. 64-22. If I get something worth, I don't know. Let's see if we can do some weird combinations today. Yesterday I did it on accident. We got a win with the strangest setup. Beasts, Demons, Murlocs, Naga, and Quillbore. That's kind of... Yesterday was like the... I don't know. The pinnacle of why you just keep playing, I guess. You could do the same thing on repeat and, I don't know, try and get some different results, but it is way more fun to use some weird combos. And we got Beasts, Demons, Murlocs, Naga, and Quillbore. We're not just trying to force pirates now. I like Varden. Let's go with Varden. Whatever high tier minions we get, we'll get 2 of whenever we see them. So hopefully we can get some decent minions from that. I'm just kind of thinking if we were to go like... Ooh. Alright. Alley Cat. Well, that could be kind of insane. If this Alley Cat duplicates a second time, or we just get another one on the refresh, we can grab the Alley Cat and guarantee 2 triples, right?
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Sweet. And we beat Milhouse. Alright, does twice as nice payoff already.
Nice workout,
It does not.
Keep up the pressure. I'll save these for later.
That being said, instead, next turn we'll have 5. I think we just take a couple early losses. We're not going to beat... He did 2 damage. He's got a beetle. He's either got a beetle or Daddy has nothing. I probably enjoyed that more than I should have to say. Next turn we can sell a Tabby Cat and go to tier 3. And the following turn we can sell the Alley Cat and go to tier 4. Right? I think we can do 4 and 4. Alright, he did have a mana saver. Which actually means, yeah, we still lose. Just kidding. Sprouted out. For a second there, I had faith. Alright, 4 damage.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Leave those 2 glow gullets there.
Our game.
I could have sold and grabbed both of them. Done that too. But there is also the possibility that one of them duplicates again if we don't get any tier 3s. So get a gold copy of that right away. We get a tier 4. Could get the Quillbore from that. Lots of potentials here. 3 damage. Again, not a big deal. We do get another copy of the Glow Gullet. Alright, let's do 2 Glow Gullets.
Not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
That's frozen for next turn. Let's see, 6 gold. We'll have 7 gold. I don't know what's better for us. Tier 5, being able to get tier 5s is the better option. We can freeze the Glow Gullet either way for another turn if we want. I would almost rather get tier 4 at this point before making the gold. He has a win against Cenarius, which is obvious, a tie against mixed minions, and then a loss against Quillbore. We are a couple of us at tier 3. Minimal. Firebrand 333.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
We'll go with the tier 4.
What you were looking for.
I don't necessarily want to lose any more rounds.
I'll give you a good price.
That actually worked well for hitting tier 4. Got 1 refresh in us. Same crappy minion. But do that. I'm gonna grab the Skulking Bristlemane just to get the 2 Quillbore on the field. Suppose I could have just sold it, got a careful investment. And I do not want those frozen.
Have a good battle, friend.
Underwhelming for the tier 4, but that's alright. We do win the round. Still above 31. This match is going pretty well so far.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Start of each turn. Honestly, we could do Gentle Stag, Macaw, and Turquoise Skitter if I just sell the Bristlemane. Now we can't. But we could do... The Stag's a nice little buff to itself. Do Stag and Skitter. Macaw would be nice for triggering the Skitterer again.
It's good to get some minions in play.
We'll do that. It's something. We'll let the Gentle Stag buff itself up at least a little bit, right? And if that Stag duplicates itself again, we can get a triple for a tier 5.
You're doing great out there.
Please. Nope. Works. Wow, he has been winning like crazy, huh? Please. Nope. Rough. There's a lot of summons. Revenge 5. Alright. Wow. That's pretty good. Give it to him. The only downside to that Avenge is that it pops up on the side over here.
Battle is really raging out there.
That works. We got the taunt for our Skitterer over here. Guaranteed to get at least one, and then both Gentle Stags for the triple. 6/6 permanently. What do we have for end of round effects? Beasts, Demons, Murlocs, and like a Quillbore. Alright, Drakari's just kind of the one that makes sense to grab anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. Leave it for now. Let's see what happens. Nothing's set in stone. We do get the trip voucher. So we have 2 beasts and 2 Quillbore, so trip vouchers could be for anything, right?
Don't tell the others.
I tried. Champ stack got pretty big pretty quick. He's already up over 30. Jeez, dude. He's almost dead. It's kind of rough. And we're up in the top 4 right now.
You're good at this.
Whenever you trigger a death rattle, give your rightmost minion 6/6 permanently. End of turn effect, give your leftmost minion 1/1 after you cast a spell, improve this. We could also go with the tier 7s, which I think is not a bad idea. We got the Unholy Sanctum, but it's only really super useful if we're going to actually go with beasts, right? Let's go with the tier 7s. Demons.
The tides shall wash you away. I didn't do it! I swear!
Could absorb both. Guess we'll roll the dice on it. Yeah, see what happens. Either way, not super worried. We'll just leave it on the field for now. It worked. Left both of them. Get another tier 7 next turn, and a greater trinket. He gets 2 greater trinkets.
You're good at this.
have for options here? Beasts, demons, murlocs, naga, quillbore. Let's go with the guiding candle. Because we have the sea witch. I'm gonna grab one of those.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Tier 5. I don't know. Alright, what do we got? We got Silky Shimmermoth. We do have demons. I could try and pull off the Fauna Whisperer comp too. We got 2 Drakari enchanters already though. Oh man. What about something like that? We'll do Fauna Whisper, both the beetles, and then the Bellowing Tyrant over here. We can get rid of the Sea Witch still. And that will buff up the Silky Shimmermoths, right? I don't know. 9/12 on the beetle. It's not amazing. That's a freaking lot. Those are definitely sizable beetles. He's got the Unholy Sanctum and the Bird Feeder. Okay. 12. We're still above 15.
The battle is really raging out there.
Champion. Let's do a refresh. No.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Get rid of the Tyrant. See what we get for a Tavern spell. Not great.
That'll do some damage.
Could just be making all kinds of bad choices here, but give us a triple on the Drakari. Beast. Gold to work with. Give our minions 4/4. It's not necessarily a bad idea, but we'll go with that.
Have a good
Crap.
battle, friend.
I guess we would probably restart or start our turn with a full field refresh anyway, right? Apparently everyone got the Shimmermoth. Living life on the edge with this one.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Ooh, Dragons 4. Interesting. Discover 2 tavern spells. Strike oil, sure. I guess we'll go with the most common type. Alright, Fauna Whisperer. We also got 2 Shimmer Moths. I'm gonna do that to get another copy. We're gonna triple the Fauna Whisperer. Play that, get the tier 3, whatever it is. Cool. Extra gold.
Up a go.
That. Buy both of those as well.
Aren't you all precious?
On adjacent minions, okay. I would love to force pirate, but there's not even any pirates in this game. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of her. This is not good so far. Honestly, we just kind of like wasted most of that turn trying to think. Yeah, nope, that was my own fault. Totally losing this because we just kind of were indecisive. Ignore that that turn ever happened like that. That was just bad. It is nice to know that that's on adjacent minions. It's not just things to learn, I suppose. I don't know where else we were getting out of that one easily anyway, but I had a lot to try and think about. There are probably about 1,000 better ways to play that turn, but I made none of them. Alright. Second game, better game, right? Matthew, how are you doing today? That 78 gold game yesterday was like almost too much. That's part of the process. Dragons. I love dragons. How about an AFK game? Dragons, Murlocs, Naga, Quilboar, Undead. We have the new dragon that we haven't tested yet. Drooby 611. I'm actually surprised with how many people were playing Beasts, how many Shimmer Moths we managed to get during that whole thing. That was a lot. Like, we got a gold Shimmer Moth, we had sold a Shimmer Moth, and everyone else was using Shimmer Moths too. So, they should have been like, I don't know, freaking out of them. In hindsight, going for the portable might not have been a bad idea. Granted, we could have ended up with some really good tier 6s as well. My original idea was the AoE with multiple Shimmer Moths. Yeah, we alone got, what, 5 Moths? We could have had, or we could have had 5 Moths, something like that. Nice thing was the tier 7, which I didn't really want to get rid of off the field, which is half the reason we got stuck there. The tier 7 was letting us get extras of whatever we wanted. If you go with that trinket, the greater trinket for tier 6s, it's like, one, tier 6s is basically all you're going to be using because your whole tavern is going to be tier 6s for your first 2 refreshes. You can refresh past it, but that's, you know, 2 gold down right off the bat. You have no choice. Really, a bubble gunner with sprouted out. Odd choice.
The battle is really raging out there.
Alright, tier 3s. What do we got? Tiragosa. That would work well for dragons. And a Tiragosa. That would work well for dragons. Alright. Whelp Smuggler. I'm gonna grab those 2 next turn. As enticing as tier 3 is. I don't think I'm gonna be hitting tier 6. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we we'll see what we do here. Just don't go on it. Yeah, it did. Yeah, we tie. You got real lucky with that. Everything they gain in combat's permanent. You do Whelp Smuggler, the Scout, and then if we get the that Roaring Drake is back in the game now, right? So when they attack, they'd gain 3-1. They'll gain 3-2. It's a tier 3, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't really played much with the Tiragosa, but I'm thinking tier 6 Tavern Spell Dragons and just use the Tiragosa to gain the buffs permanently. It's a lot of stats if we can get one or multiple Tiragosa on the field. Like, and by that I mean either the 2 or gold and then some.
I think you can win this thing.
Tier 4 already, huh? Impressive. Impressive, impressive. I still tied the round up.
The battle is really raging out there. Yeah, let's step up our game.
I don't want Whelp Smuggler Trinket. Wouldn't mind getting the Hunter of Gatherers, though, and being able to use that a little more. And I feel like now that the... what is it? The Disc Jockey Dragon there. Reverber Drake. Now that Reverber Drake is not in the game, the usefulness of Hunter of Gatherers kind of went out the window. I don't know what else you would use with it that would be that effective. The Divine Shield buff Murloc is like self buff is also not in the game anymore, right? So they kind of killed the Hunter of Gatherer comp, and then we're like, yeah, we'll slide it back in there. You can have Hunter of Gatherers now that it's kind of useless. Again, comparatively. It does still help for health. Rip. Thing didn't even do anything. Just a, I don't know, thick dragon. Hey, there's the Rolling Drake. It's kind of a roll of the dice whether or not that works on our Tiragosa, but it's super useful for Tiragosa, or we go with the Worn Treasure map. Helps us hit tier 6 faster. I'm gonna go with the treasure map. I don't necessarily want to like that badly, but there's gonna be a lot of benefit to doing that. Yeah. I think. Get Divine Shield on them permanently with the Amber Guardian.
Like where you're going with this.
I could sell both of those and get the second Amber Guardian. I'll just buy the Tricky Trousers and leave it for the turn. I'll sell off the Dozy Whelp and grab the other Amber Guardian next turn.
You're doing great out there.
Hopefully we get Divine Shield on one of these. Nope, of course not. Why would we? How the hell came in handy though? Do that. Amber Guardian. Get rid of that. Throw one of them down. Just gonna save the Patient Scout. Hey! We'll get a double on the Patient Scout. That'll be part of what we do with our 10 gold. We'll go to tier 5, double the Patient Scout. We'll get a tier 6 from the triple, and then the following turn we can sell it for 2 more tier 6s. It's actually like the perfect time to get that. And I'm gonna put Taunt on one of the Amber Guardians. What's this guy at? Naga. Not a... we haven't used Worn Treasure Map yet. It's kind of... I don't know. It seems lackluster. It's nice that it's at least 0 gold. So, it's a 0 investment up front. Half my problem with the trinkets is how much gold they do cost sometimes, but... kind of a deterrent if you're like, alright, next turn, I'm doing this. Trinket's only going to cost like 2 gold, and then a really good one pops up, and you're like, okay, it costs 8. So, I can't buy the better trinket, or I can't do the thing that's going to save me. Alright. 1 permanent Divine Shield. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. $20 gold. Let's go.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Alright. 5. Grab both of those.
I'll do what I can.
Apparently we could have pushed for some Cool Bore, huh? Kind of want the end of round dragon almost. Man, they gave us... we literally just had like the whole Cool Bore comp like laid out for us. Too bad, we're going dragons. Hey, Drakari Enchanter, that works. Next turn, 2 tier 6 minion, 2 tier 6, hopefully dragons. Drakari Enchanter. Just trying to get a second Divine Shield on one of those probably, right? Yeah, 2 chances is better than 1. I guess they could put them on each other, right? I don't know. I don't know how the Amber Guardians really work. They haven't put one on each other yet, so hopefully it goes on that Terragosa. Naga. Tier 6 with Naga already.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I feel like his field's gotta be crappy, right? Yeah. Not really. It's actually pretty freaking good. How? A tavern spell each turn? It's not that good. Is all of his stats just like temporary right now? He's just got like really big temporary minions. Whatever you gotta do, I guess.
Some fresh recruits for you.
Discover 2 tier 6 minions. Set their stats to 2020. That is 4 tier 6 minions. I'm gonna go with the 4 tier 6 minions. Why? Just why? Dude. We're getting absolutely freaking rude by this, huh?
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Now we're in business.
Tavern spell at least. That's something. Alright, we can refresh with dragons. And still get none of the ones we're looking for. Impressive. Impressive. Guess we just go with a random battle cry and I hope we get something out of it. No end of round effects yet, right? So. Oh, that was delightful. The Greenskeeper wouldn't be terrible with like Caligos maybe, but we just got a total of 5 tier 6 minions total and like choices, and they were all terrible. No dragons, couple Quillbore, but we don't have Quillbore set up for our field now. Not good. It's actually kind of annoying.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
New Tavern of Dragons. There we go. Those are both the dragons we do want. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix our field now because of this, but I guess it depends on if we get a good dragon again. Alright, we got 2 Fireforged Evokers. I'm going to sell off that. Grab both of those.
Quite the army you're building, friend. That's quite the army you're building.
Syllabus is nice to generate a little bit anyway. Honestly, Party Guess is good too. We need the double end of round effects for the extra tavern spells with Ignition Specialist, so let's do no battle cries. Taunt on the party guest. And some stats for everything. That's going to give 8-4 to everyone. Double on our Terragosa. Whelp Smuggler will give a little extra. I don't know if that's enough to counter undeads right now. If it is, we might win this. That was absolutely what we needed, though, was that combo. We needed it a turn earlier, though. Or 2. No. There's not enough, I don't think. Why wouldn't you have the cadaver over there? If this guy does lose this, it's his own fault. Yeah, he doesn't lose. Man. So the games are going very well so far, obviously. 6 choices of dragon, or 6, what? 5 tier 6 choices, and they were all just not. Alright. It's a good thing we're locked in at 6,000, or this would be rough. Hey, that's just proof that the proof is in the pudding on that one. You just don't get what you're looking for sometimes. The downside is, like, looking at it after the fact, obviously you can be like, wow, you had so many good dragon choices, you should have gone dragon, or I mean Quillbore choice, you should have gone Quillbore, but like, you get one choice of 3 minions and one is a Quillbore. You're like, well, I don't need the Quillbore. And then the next one is a Quillbore, and you're like, still don't need a Quillbore. Now you're already 2 declines on Quillbore, and so you're not going to start Quillbore now. And then you end up with that, where it's like, crap, we could have gone Quillbore and probably won. Dragons, Elementals, Mechs, Pirates, Quillbore. Let's go Dragons again. Maybe we force Dragons instead. I think Alex Strauss is actually kind of terrible because this should be not an unlock at tier 3. Or tier 4 rather. I don't really understand the purpose of it being a tier 4 unlock. The dragon choices are based on the tier you're at anyway. Like, you can't... If it was, you know, unlock at tier 2 or tier 3, or turn 4 maybe, have it as like a, you know... Yeah, there were other options there. I think tier 4 is kind of excessive. Because, like, to push for tier 4 is a huge sacrifice for health, and it's kind of hard to come back. Dragons are not good enough at tier 4 to save you from disaster, as it were.
How's it going out there? Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
A pirate? She won with a pirate. Against a pirate. What other pirate choices there other than Busker to start with? Yeah, I'm not sure what else there is other than Busker. Or I'm just not thinking pirates. I'm gonna find out.
Don't tell the others.
Oh, the laureate. Duh.
The battle is really raging out there. It's good to get some minions in play.
Honestly, not upset about that. We'll go tier 3 next turn and tier 4 the turn after. And we can sell the relaxer the turn after. So it'll be 6 gold or 5 gold for the upgrade next turn. I guess we can get a refresh into. See what we can find. Obviously we're going dragons though. He won against Quillbore the first round.
Have a good battle, friend.
Yeah, it would have been Laureate versus... Jeez. Well done. 2 Intrepid Botanists. Honestly, Intrepid Botanist has really good stats for tier 2. 3-4 buffs things.
The battle is really raging out there. Yeah, Let's step up our game.
Let's save some gold for next turn.
Are in my favor.
And buff up the laureate for now. Alright, Epic Dragon Comp, here we come. The nice thing is if Greymane sticks with like who's going pirates? Dragons. We're going dragons, pirates, 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 pirates. It's not really set in stone yet, but they do all have pirate tag.
Don't tell the others.
Nice field. It was like ours, but ours was better. How you guys doing? How is everyone doing? It's very quiet in chat right now.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's do that. Sell the gambler. We're gonna get our first dragon here. Let's do the Ember Guardian. I'll refresh. I'm gonna sell the Patient Scout. Oh man. I was really hoping for any dragon just to sway our trinket. Well, you know what? Let's just go for it. I'm gonna grab the Whimsy Drake.
That's what I would.
That works. Good to know, Einstein. Good to have you in.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Surprisingly worked.
You're good at this.
Oh, you know what? Let's do the trip voucher again. I like it. I guess we'll go with the Rallier. That'll give us a dragon. Oh, actually, it'll give us 2 dragons with a 1000th paper Drake. And Marquee Ticker wouldn't be terrible, but it's not super necessary either. Next turn, we'll go tier 5 and Queen of Dragons again. We'll have 2 extra dragons with Greenskeeper, and then tier 5 will give us better dragons as well. I don't know if they fixed Whimsy Drake where it could give us itself. I wonder if that was in the patch notes. Let's open them up and see. I never read into like the bug fixes. Oops. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Made my mouse so slow. Let's see. Way down at the bottom. There's some bug fixes and improvements.
Have a good battle, friend.
Battlegrounds fixed a bug where Spirited Whimsy Drake could pull minions that were no longer in the minion pool. I'm assuming that means probably itself because it wasn't supposed to be in its own minion pool. Terragosa and a Persistent Poet already? Is that still not fast enough? Yeah, that wasn't fast enough. There we go.
It's okay. We
Yeah,
all
Mickey
get some bugs
D's.
now and
Alright. Another Greenskeeper. Greenskeeper's a lot of minions for us. Actually, let's go 5. We're gonna get another Hunter of Gatherers. Persistent Poet ×2. I kind of want that Greenskeeper as well.
You just don't understand me.
Like, I want the Greenskeeper to try and get a triple on it, but we don't need it. As it stands right now, Roaring Rallier and Thousandth Paper Drake are going to buff up our Whimsy Drake enough, right?
Don't tell the others.
Hopefully Amber Guardian gives it a Divine Shield. Or the Whimsy Drake a Divine Shield. It does. Wow! Greenskeeper just got freaking everything. Another Rallier. And a Fellfire Conjurer. That is next level. Permanent stats. Not crazy, but still useful. Ah, it's kind of whatever. It kind of has the same strategy going that we have. Actually, he's gonna double up on what we had. Glad the Conjurer's not on the field.
The battle is really raging out there.
Alright. First 2 refreshes are tier 6s. Alright, Ignition Specialist. That's one of what we were looking for. And the Fireforged Evoker. We actually got the combination this time. And a Nadina. So we're going to change everything now, right? Bye, Dozy Whelp. Just gonna get rid of all that. We're gonna grab the Nadina. We can do all 3 of them, right? These are not super necessary. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that for now.
Battle, friend.
Getting taunt on, should have put Nadina first. It's my own fault. Well, maybe she'll just get hit right off the bat. She doesn't. That's 1 loss on Divine Shields. Two losses on Divine Shields. Well, that was a huge flop. Actually, we lose. Wasn't even watching our health. That was our own fault. Dragons is not working, guys. This is a hell of a day. Hopefully your guys' day is going better than mine. At least in stream, my day wasn't bad. Dragons is hard to push. I should have grabbed at least a Tavern spell. Buffed up our field a little bit there. Probably sold the dragons. Discovered another one. There's a lot of stuff we could have done. I probably should have just got rid of the whole double attack battle cry set and got all the dragons that I needed on the field. It makes sense though. We had such that fight, or like that whole match, is the reason why I hate choosing low armor champions. We had 5 armor to go with. Like, I didn't even think about how low my health would be at that point, because we weren't doing bad for most of our fights. Yeah, we'll go Zyrella. Friendly noob.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
Supreme executive power.
We can grab the Laureate next turn and Enchanted Lasso. So we'll do See the Light on Laureate, Enchanted Lasso, and get one of the other two. It's good value. Apologies for anybody who came in here and watched me lose miserably 3 times so far. It does happen.
This'll blow out your eardrums.
It's sad but true.
The battle is really raging out there.
There's a ton of value on our field, though. So this is the way that you should start off a game. Next turn, tier 3 or tier 2 for 3, and then See the Light to buy another minion. If we can get another Laureate or Cord Puller, that would be cool. We do have pirates. There are also Murlocs. There are also elementals. No beasts. I don't know. We're gonna see what we can do. Mixed minion, he went with the reduced tavern spell cost. And another Laureate.
Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
This is nice. We get to go up in tavern tier and ramp up our field at the same time. Would be kind of fun to do a Murloc game with the end of turn Murlocs. There's no guarantee you get it though, so it's...
Keep up the momentum, friend.
rough. 5 damage.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Could have gone with the Ominous Seer for 2, bought the Tavern Spell for 2, and then sold and gone with, like, Busker. Still do that. One refresh, see what I get. What did Galakron have? He had... I don't even remember. Mixed minions as well. You know, I'm going to freeze the Ominous Seer just in case he's just hanging out with an Ominous Seer on the field. We could go up a Tavern tier. We'll have 8 gold. And we could do 2 on the Ominous Seer and Cryfowl's free at that point. Or we can buy it and then... yeah, do something like that. Ooh. Mixed minions in the old-fashioned sense of these just got a lot of different kinds of minions. Nope. could steal that free dealing gambler.
Nice work out there.
2 costs there. Get another 2/2. 0. Go up a tier. Free dealing gambler.
Let's step
Yeah! What are the chances of that? 1 in 5. That was awesome. I'm gonna sell the Molten Rock for extra gold next turn. One extra gold next turn. Obviously, we got rid of the Molten Rock, but I think we'll be fine as far as fighting each other. I didn't want to get rid of an Ominous Seer, just in case we get the triple. A lot of value if we get the triple on the Ominous Seer, too. I like the look of the cards if it's the demon. Demon Naga, the purple and the green. Seven.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
End of each turn, give your leftmost minion. Did we go pirates? I don't know. Reflected Pendant, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Reflected Pendant. Another free dealing gambler is cool.
The odds are in my favor.
I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, that works. Tier 4, we got the Reflective Pendant. We'll get another copy of something. It means we can get a Tier 5 if we get a free dealing gambler. He did 10 damage last turn. He's got Murlocs. What if I just get base skill and just spam get more base skills? You can just keep summoning itself, right? And we just keep getting extra copies of it over and over again. Now that is a comp. Base skill into base skill. Into base skill. Into base skill.
Now and then.
The future is now.
Oh, Grease Fire. We do have a lot of gold here, right? 6 plus the 5 is 11.
Players give you a good fight. Great. Let's get some better minions in here. A good
Extra
tactical
gold,
choice.
extra gold. 21 health for pirates. Don't want to do that.
That's quite the
We could
honor.
get a Drakari Enchanter in the tavern.
Go ahead and hire one of
That'd be
these.
kind of awesome. Guess I don't need to do that. I'm gonna grab.
A good tactical choice.
We'll buff the elementals a bit.
To a deal.
Perfect. Alright, we got the double death rattle. Definitely taking a loss here. Combat 7, so 10 damage. We're taking damage cap. We can lose next turn. But our elementals got a little bit of a buff, so we have
The battle's really raging out
another Titus, double death rattles. Galacrond is out.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
We're just gonna do that.
The scourge will consume you.
Oh, Dancing Barnstormer, amazing. Okay. Dancing Barnstormer is gonna be a must with those. Definitely can't afford to do that though. Something like that. Get taunt on Dancing Barnstormer. It's gonna be with a double Titus.
This around.
If I get a triple on it this turn too. Come on, hit over here. That's better than what it could have been, right? We lost to the dead guy. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We need to take a second, take a breather, come back, regroup mentally. I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes. Alright, we were gonna try and, like, I don't know, chew it over with a Snickers or something. Feel a little better. Bladder's emptied. I got some, Quest Reese's. Gonna have a snack. Gonna make myself feel a little better. Let's think a little more clearly. I don't know, I'm, like, trying for cool things and it's just not happening. I'm gonna stick with Zarek. I'm gonna mute myself while I chew this.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
It's not really like, I don't know. I almost kind of wanted the Wrathweaver, but Demons wouldn't be a bad pick because they can just ramp and there's not really any.
Don't tell the others.
And Naga has the one Venomous. But
The battle is really raging out there. This is gonna be hardcore! I've got some fresh recruits for you.
alright. We can recover from that. And by that I mean, you know, we're winning. This is like pretty much everyone's just been tying right off the bat. Except for Denathrius, he's getting rocked. I'm gonna save that for Quillbore.
You're doing great out there.
It works. We win the round. I think unless there's something super good to buy, we can grab some, like another Quillbore, but go up a tier.
Nice work out there.
You know, another Glow Gullet is just good enough to do. Let's do Glow Gullet, Shell Collector, and I'm gonna grab that banana. Yeah, we'll put it on Glow Gullet, why not? We have the Cloning Gallery. Which should be pretty... Does that not show how much gold that actually costs? Or did he sell one minion or two minions to steal the whole field, which actually would be pretty smart.
You're doing great out there.
We have more power. Sorry, dude. It does not show the gold count.
Your minions really pulled their weight. Yeah, let's step up our game.
More gold. Let's do... Perfect. It's actually kind of what I was hoping to get. So we got the Prickly Piper now. That's going to be stronger blood gems. If we get another Glow Gullet, we can get a tier 4 choice. We're 1 gold ahead of most people. Marion the Manager quit, so with any luck, we'll go against him. Apparently, he didn't like his trinket choice. Whatever it was. He tied it. Then he tied the second round. So unless she didn't have a minion, which I guess is possible. But
Let's see if you can stay on top.
ooh. 2 random Battlecry minions. Fair enough. Well, that was unfortunate. Crazy.
The battle is really raging out there.
Souvenir stand. You know what? Let's go with the souvenir stand. Let's see if we can get really lucky. They're tier 4. They went against the dead guy. We have 1 extra gold. So they must have just gone tier 4, right? Trip voucher and tier 4 maybe? I don't know, I didn't see. Those are almost everyone's tier 4 now. We're gonna go tier 4 and we're gonna grab Strike Well.
Step up our game.
I think we're gonna lose this round. But the one upside is that we cannot. Nah, well, I say cannot. We could potentially lose before we got our greater trinket. 3 turns. We could take 10 damage, then 15, and we could be out. No, we can't. I can do math. 35. We have 42 health, so we'll be alive with 7. We will get our greater trinket. I don't know what I'm talking about, so ignore me. I don't know why I was thinking turn 9, not turn 8. It is turn 9, isn't it?
Can win this
Did we get it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, we're only taking 6 damage. Now we're definitely good.
Oh, it's okay.
2 more Cool
Always some
Bore.
bumps now and then.
1 cost tavern spells. I'm gonna say for quantity's sake, we lost our last round.
Gems are a scarce resource these days. Are a scarce resource these days.
Gold. Another bonkers. They'll buff everything, including the second one. He won his last round, but he was on a losing streak before that. Did he get his 10 gold? He's tier 5. Would have been 6, so he gets it next turn.
I think you can win this thing.
Perfect. And he gets that extra gold, and we are 1 turn away now, right?
Nice work out there.
Yep. 1 turn away from our greater trinket, and we got a corrupted bristler in the tavern. Fearless Foodie. Fearless Foodie is an awesome pick as well. We have nothing buffing our blood gems yet, so even honestly, the difference between a 1-1, no, I guess in this case it's a 4-1, but the difference between a 1-1 and a 2-2 blood gem is freaking crazy. Mixed pirates, mixed. Pirates, cool board pirates. Get a gold grubber and an aureate laureate. We've never seen that. And gold grubber is stronger now. He got his tier 6s early. He's going pirates. Perfect. And we were able to tie it up.
I've got some fresh
The fact that we're already able to survive is huge. Alright, colorful compass it is. The rest of those options are not great. We get 4 Quillbore every single turn though. So let's go tier 6.
business.
Thorncaller. Sell it off. Bristleman, sell it off. Second Foodie. Let's get
Looks like you can get a triple.
a bonkers for the triple. We're gonna go 1-1 on our blood gems again.
I didn't like that.
Play that down, and I'm gonna grab overconfident, and we're gonna freeze that bonkers. It's kinda too good, right? Tier 6 with demons and the portable factory. This is gonna be a hard game to win. I feel like everybody's ramped up. Double end of turn effects on the Ghastly sticker with the gold grubber and the laureate. Tier 6 with pirates already gets extra tier 6s in the yeah, portable factory demons. After you spend 7 gold, get a random tavern spell. He was already strong. We just versed him, tied, so he's gonna be a force. No idea with her. Guiding Candle early? She just got the Heart of the Forest. Is Guiding... Oh, she might have got the, change it by a different trinket. That would make sense. And he's got the Portable Factory late. I don't know. That magnetic one's going to be interesting with the buddies. Perfect. Buffs the health. We got what, one health buff. 4-8 on our blood gems now. We get 4 more Quillbore. We're tier 6, 4 Quillbore. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty strong pretty quick.
Exactly what you were looking for.
2 blood gems on all our other minions. Tier 6. That's kind of useless. Glow Gullet triple. Tier 6. Again, another Dastardly Drust. Another Thornweaver as well. I'm gonna grab it for now. See what our... Yeah, not good. Another Fearless Foodie. Wouldn't mind the Eyes of the Earth Mother for our Corrupted Bristler.
Always trust a trust. Tear this place apart.
We also have a Needling Crone in the tavern. Freeze that, put that on the field, that, and... That works.
You're way ahead.
Come on, Bonkers, go first. Nope, no dice. We definitely win this round, at least. Yeah, nice yawn face. A little sad. 1 off him being dead. This is going a lot better than our previous ones are. 4 more Quillbore. And a triple. That's health next turn. Also good with that. Jiraxis just for the gold.
You're down a minion and up a
And let's buy both of those. I'm gonna grab the Tricky Trousers for when we do get the...
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
2 more Prickly Pipers.
Watch out. I'm thinking. Watch out. I'm thinking.
I'll try anything once.
I always find gems in the
Grab both those Prickly Pipers to get the triple. Just so we have another shot at the 3-low Quillbore. Dude. This is like our luck in a nutshell right here.
twist and twine.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You can stay on
Pirates, no AoE, so that's good. We get the buffs twice. And double stack. And we do lose the round. Alright, he's gonna ramp up, but as soon as we get, hopefully,
I've got some
there's the 3-low Quillbore. 3-low Quillbore.
that'll do some damage. didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
You could try this.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Blood gems? What blood gems?
Another fearless foodie.
I always find gems in the rough.
Who did this? No negotiations, no prisoners.
I'll try anything once.
Blood gems up to 15-8 on our blood gems right now. To attack. This can go probably after next turn. Again, our blood gems are up to 15-8. 3 little Quillbore will die. It's gonna give everything 3. His are 12-8. Yeah, we're not in a good spot now. Yikes. Wow. That Needling Crone, though. He has a whole lot of Needling Crones. Oh, he must have grabbed Needling Crone with the Portable Factory. That's crazy. We're in the top 4. 2 extra sets of Quillbore. Extra gold. We need a Titus Rivendare. Our blood gems are fine, size-wise. We don't really have a choice but to search for another Needling Crone. Maybe? We could do... You know what? Let's do... Needling Crone.
Watch out! Tear this place apart!
Better hire a recruit while you can. That's what I would have picked.
I always find gems in the rough.
And there's the Titus, finally. I don't know what we're going to get from this tier 6. Nothing good. That's alright. Bristlebach is fine. We'll do the Bristlebach, and then we'll buff up these guys a little bit.
You're doing great.
We got the triple. We're going against Naga. No idea. They're not that big. That actually works out pretty well. Still in it. Did we... I don't think we froze that double death rattle, did we? Did we freeze the Titus? I don't think we did. We did not freeze the Titus. That's really dumb. Well, messed that up, so that's solid. Alright, we got a Titus. I don't know how big his blood gems are going to be. We can get rid of Prickly Piper now, though. And we're going to buff our blood gems up just to make them as big as possible. And...
Watch out! I'm beacon.
I'll try anything once.
we're going to go this route and try for another 3 low Quillbore. No dice. 24-11 on our blood gems, though.
Didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
We didn't do too badly with it.
Let's see if you can
I just want another minion in front of that Titus. Do we win this? I think we do. Yeah, we win this. Absolutely. He's out. We came in first. That was unexpected. We had a lot of bad games and we got a first. The first is a first. Alright, let's get back some of this rank. Not that I care that much, but I also want to win a few games. It's way more fun. Let's get some non-generic wins, though. How often do I just, like... I feel like half the time I'm sitting here, I'm just like, blah. Absorbing bugs out of the air. Demons, Denathrius. Doesn't matter. Denathrius is the rule. If Denathrius is a choice, Denathrius is what we play. I kind of want to get a demon game going. Mr. Disciple.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Have 18 friendly minions die. At the start of your turn. Ooh. Wow. Buy 10 minions. Buy 10 minions for a Varian. And we already know he's not going to do anything on his first turn, so it doesn't matter what we get. We're going to go Elemental. So, once we get that Varian, that's going to decide what we're doing with our game. This is going to be the craziest Denathrius game if we get something that lets us ramp up quickly. I don't really want to do Quillbore, because that'd be freaking lame.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Show them the teeth, hold in my hat.
That one might make all the difference.
We're just trying to rotate through and get some minions on the board. This guy had demons. He's tier 2. He lost against a... whatever he's got. Mixed minions. He probably had one of her with like 3 extra health or something.
Battle, friend.
Yeah. He had a crappy picky eater.
You're good at this.
Five more minions. So we are going to have 2 tier 6 minions on, what, turn 5? We're going to have 2 tier 6 minions before we even have our lesser trinket. That's nutty.
Have a good battle, friend.
That's pretty good. Wonder if they're going to capitalize on that.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Extra gold. And an extra strong minion. Alright, 3 more minions for our secret culprit. Whatever we get next turn, we're going to buy all of it. 7 gold. King Varian. Yeah, turn 5, 2 tier 6s. I don't know what ramping tier 6s there are in... I mean, there's demons for absorbing minions in the tavern. Nothing really ramps. I don't remember what ramps for elementals, so that's going to be the... Elementals is kind of my target here.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting.
There are a couple people up at tier 3. He's out. Let's go against Dan O.D. Dan O.D.
You're good at
Nah, we're going against this guy first. Alright. Dune Dweller. I'm gonna Seer. And another Laureate. As well as a Tavern Dish Banana. This would have been awesome if we had like dragons in the game. Alright. King Varian. Go the Eternal Summoner or the Gentle Genie. I'm gonna go Gentle Genie. I'm feeling elementals. Elemental of Surprise. And tier 2. Let's get the Genie on the field. Elemental of Surprise isn't really all that great, but we have 3 elementals and 3 demons, so hopefully it doesn't try and give us demons.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Fountain Pen. Elementals that give stats grant an extra 2/1. Could also grab the gold. Yeah, let's go with Fountain Pen. Fountain Pen, let's go up to Tavern tier and sell off the technical elemental. Actually, Molten Rock will ramp up pretty well using this. +2/+2 already. We need to hit, what, tier 4 for elementals to start buffing the end of round, to start buffing everything. Ugh, it's bright.
think you can win this thing.
We need to turn against Dan OD here. Alright, 4 damage. Rough.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Windfall Tornado. You know what? Let's grab that.
There is no turning back.
Refreshing Anomaly wouldn't be bad. I don't know. I also don't want to waste the Elemental of Surprise yet. We're going against Pirates, tier 5. Double Tavern spells.
Have a
Well,
good battle,
double
friend.
first Tavern spell. Alright, that worked out really well, actually. Managed to win against him. Come on, give us the dead guy. Give us this luxury, please. No, of course not. Another Felemental. Which, I mean, could be nice. Oh yeah? Alright, I'm gonna grab it. Let's get another tier 6. It's also a nice, sizable minion. Oh, not great. I guess we'll go with the extra minions, right? Something like that. We get our greater trinket. No matter what, we're gonna get our greater trinket, so. Philip, it's about time you got in here, by the way. You should be in here all the time, hanging out with us. I've been super unlucky because it's been super quiet. That's what I'm gonna blame it on.
Friend.
Everyone leaving me to my own thoughts. That's actually not bad. With the famished Fellbat, that's gonna be strong. It's at least 4/4 every turn. If he can buff up his tavern spells, he'll be killing it.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
After you play an elemental, elementals in the tavern have +4/+4 this game. Let's start buffing. Sell that. I'm gonna grab that Titus. Get a double battle cry on the Genie there. Windfall Tornado and a Bountiful Bedrock. We'll save those for next turn. The Windfall Tornado especially. It could just be, you know, 3 gold essentially. 3 gold. Yeah, I don't know. Nami sticker's good though. Free Gambler. Cyclone puts us not necessarily super far ahead. This guy also went with the Nami sticker. He's tier 6 though. So he's got tier 6 elementals. We do not. Fountain Pen could be super good for the whatever the one that they nerfed was, because it'll give him the extra stats. This is not great. We need Gentle Genie triple.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers? Nice folks. Gray hats.
Yeah, that one. At the end of your turn, give your elementals that give stats grant an extra 1 attack this game. I guess that wouldn't affect it, would it? That give stats grant. Never mind. Ignore me. Wow. 10 damage. We're still in it. Can we fight the dead guy now? Everyone else seems to get to.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Nope.
Now
Tier 6.
business. I like where you're going with this.
There's no turning back.
Another Gentle Genie. Perfect. Hey, Dancing Barnstormer. That's perfect. And we can get rid of that now. Grab the Bountiful.
I like where you're going with this.
Unleashed Mana Surge is actually pretty good. +3, +2. I mean, kinda. I should have bought it and played it first, but nah, you know what? No, I guess not. Technically playing, what was originally going through my mind is playing both of them gives elementals 4/4 each, so we gave it 8/8 more versus kind of buffing everything, which probably would have been a better idea, but I didn't do it, so I take that.
You can turn this around.
Alright. Come on, hit that. No. He's gonna hit that. Didn't. Kind of shocked. More elementals. All right, this is our turn, our time to shine.
I've got some fresh recruits.
We lost the last round. We're gonna get some elementals here. 84-78.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Give you a good price.
Let's just play a bunch of elementals.
minion and up a goal.
Well, there would have been the triple. Another Dancing Barnstormer, which I wouldn't be opposed to having. Instead of the Bountiful Bedrock, though. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna get that Dancing Barnstormer next turn. If we can get Sand Swirler, slap that on the field. I'll get rid of the Anomaly, Sand Swirler, sell it, grab that Barnstormer, and do that. Probably. Ooh, 2 Fellfire Conjurers, too. He's doing pretty well. He's doing well. We win this round, I think. We do indeed. Two elementals that we got a lot of elementals to play here. At the end of your turn, give your other elementals +5, +3.
You're good at this. You're down a minion and up a goal.
Alright, which one are we gonna get the triple on, do you guys think? Let's play the Barnstormer just in case that ends up being the triple. No, it is the Gentle Genie for the triple. 2 extra battle cries, buff everything up. Another elemental. We're just gonna buff up that Crackling Cyclone here. Look how big that is. 178 or 187 and 171.
All the difference.
Nightmare Party guess is massive too. Alright, we're going against elementals as well. He got 2 or 3 tier 4 minions. I think we're gonna be doing better, right?
You can win this thing.
Better's kind of relative to what we got going on the field right now. No, we lose. Man, he tried. He had more, his elementals were giving a lot more stats than ours were. Alright. Up 1 point. Not bad. We tied for 4th. Still better than those first handful of games, right? Just had like a Pop-Tart ad, the thing that I normally buy Pop-Tarts from, and it was like new jalapeno, and I thought it was jalapeno Pop-Tarts, which would have been so gross. Can you imagine jalapeno Pop-Tarts? The beasts have been pretty lacking, minus the one game where we were trying not to play beasts, and it was trying to force it on us. Thorum! Let's do it. Elementals, Mechs, Naga, Pirates, and Cool War. Let's go with the flow, but try for Mechs. Maybe? Unless anybody has another suggestion. Elementals, mechs, Naga, pirates, Quilboar. Is that what it was? I think it was pirates. I guess our delightful hero power will give us a little something here to go for as well. Sanguine Champion? Cat 6. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming he's talking about the wiring. I don't know, Einstein. It is a mystery to me as well. What do we got here? Yo, let's go Varian. If we're gonna try for mechs, then Varian's probably the best so that we can get some of the high tier mechs online quickly. Yeah, Mickey D's.
No mortal shall interfere.
Alright, see you later. Come on, don't you need an amazing stream to watch while you eat? Because if you're trying to find an amazing stream to watch, you're looking in the wrong place. Mixmaster Nazoth. Well, upside is there. He went to tier 2. It's not gonna have much in the way of death rattles, right? I think we might take 3 damage here at most.
No mortal shall interfere.
Did we try and play Fallout? I don't remember. Hey, 3 damage. God, freaking psychic.
Welcome back.
Yeah, 3 free gold right there. Honestly, Elemental is also huge gold value. We can do that, and that Metallic Hunter is going to let us just buff up the cord puller a little bit. That was actually a lot of gold that turn. That was 4. The pirate itself was 6. Essentially. The faster we can get this choose your champion, the better. Honestly, the more free dealing gamblers that we can find, the better. You know what we can play, Philip, is we could play some Borderlands. We're getting a hankering for it. I love that game. Oh, we could have tied that.
The battle is really raging out there.
Strike oil, permanent gold, and a glow gullet just to have the extra something something on the field. Could rock the Intrepid Botanist with the Metallic Hunter. It's a solid, solid early game combo. Give everything a little bit more health too. Let's do that. I'm gonna buy the Intrepid Botanist. We're gonna play potentially some Tavern spells, depending on what we get for mechs. We know we'll have at least 1 pointy arrow a turn. We get another copy of the Metallic Hunter, wouldn't be bad either. Hey, we pulled out the win. Table flip. Gray Moose is playing ETC. There's something a little ironic there. 1 health. Recruit a trainee. You know what? I'm I'm gonna just go up a tier here. And we're gonna buff up our mech. Yeah! For anybody who's watching and you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get that 1,000 subscribers. Would be amazing. That way, I can retire from my job and stream full time. Get better so that everybody who complains that I'm not an all-star at this game because I can't put, you know, an excessive amount of time towards it. You can complain about me being bad once I can put, you know, 8 or 10 hours towards this game every single day. Granted, I'll probably still be bad. But I'll look better doing it. Alright, 6 damage. Still above 31. Still above 31, and we have our lesser trinket.
The battle is really raging out there.
We're gonna go with the token of the old gods. Warden of Old gives us that extra gold.
I fight for the fans.
Yeah, let's make that a tier 4. Doubloon Grifter. Huh. Do like the idea of the Doubloon Grifter as well. It's pretty early to get pirates going too. When you get 4 pirates. 24 gold left. You know what? Let's get the Doubloon Grifter.
Gold for the trouble.
Better laundered than squandered.
Something like that. 21 gold left. We have 2 turns until we get our Varian for 2 tier 6s. Honestly, getting the Grifter on the field before we potentially get a Drust, that is a ton of value. Fail. Perfect. We hit that. Oh, no. Alright. We're minimizing the damage by, like, a lot. Token of the old gods.
Tough battle. Pick yourself
More
back
tavern
up.
spells.
Turn it around.
Another Warden of Old.
That's what I would have picked. You're down a minion and up a goal.
Getting there. We have 7 gold left. We're definitely going to have that next turn. Our friendly minion is magnetized. Give it 3/3. He's tier 4. We probably should have been already. He wins by 1. That's sad. He's had a bigger microbot than ours.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Let's go like that.
I can bring in more powerful minions.
We got the
now.
Varian. Let's refresh, see what we get. Another marquee ticker and a defender's rights.
Tactical choice. A good
Let's hit
tactical
that
choice.
with the increase. Double death rattle. And we stole it. That's kind of amazing. Let's sell off both Warden of Olds. And the Varian. We get an Electron powered up. And an Electron powered up again. That's pretty freaking solid. No use for the Doubloon Grifter now. Not really.
Now show it. Electron powered up. Electron powered up.
Have a good battle, friend.
We just need to get double end of round effects and we'll be pretty much good for the rest of the game, right? Goblin Wallet. Hey, we get our Greater Trinket this turn too. Actually, there's a really good chance we get the Drakari from our Greater Trinket now. We got the mechs, we got the end of round effects. A lot of end of round effects.
Minions really pulled their weight.
We did not get it. Portable Factory, though. What tier 5 mechs would be good with Portable Factory? Let's find out. I don't really want any of those. I guess that one. Tier 5. Get another tier 6. Maybe get another Arcanatron. We don't. You know what? Draxus, though. We can hit the Draxus with the Still Butt. Okay.
To the bottom of the sea!
It was very underwhelming. We're gonna get a bunch of Spellbound Seafarers, but honestly, Spellbound Seafarer is kind of useless. What? Alright, let's see. What were our options for potential mechs for tier 5? I'm not even sure. Oh, mech tier 5. We could have got Charging Zarina, Hollow Rover. That was it. Probably was not the... Probably should have just gone with the every time we buy something, we buff some stuff. I don't know. We'll go with it. We need to hit tier 6 to get more copies of the Electron. Double end of round effects. That is the other thing that we want.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Could also just hit the Spellbound Seafarer over and over again and just try and get a decent tier 6. If it doesn't work, sell it. Kind of like that.
Now we're in business.
No.
Go ahead and hire one of these
No.
recruits. Looks like
The Electron! Alright, Electron powered up is there. freeze it in the tavern.
To the bottom of the sea!
I think I said mechs right off the bat, so at least we're successfully going with what we were trying to get. We also got pretty lucky. Choose your champion gave us 2 electron powered ups, right? Kind of made up for the really crappy portable factory token of the old gods combo we got going on here. Token of the old gods isn't that bad, but double end of round effects. Honestly, a rickety would also be good. The rickety, whatever you want to call it. Rickety robot. If we could triple the marquee and triple, we're obviously going to triple the electron next turn. Power there. Come on, hit here, hit here. Oh, he hit our big one. Ugh, rough. Honestly, his minions are pretty weak overall, though. He had the one-off strong minion. It's actually just the panpipes there. Double end of round effects for him would be great too, but he's out, so. Alright, we already made it into the top 5? Yeah, top 5.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Silavos, what you got for us? Planar telescope. Come on. Alright, marks. There's the marquee ticker triple.
Exactly what you were looking for.
2-6. Dr. Bo it's already an 80-80. It's actually kind of crazy. I'll put that on our electron. Another Titus. I don't even really need the Titus Riven there. We need the rickety robot there, and I'm gonna grab the Silavos for another tavern spell. That's 2 extra tavern spells next turn.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Strike will, and we can do max. Sweet. They are out as well. Floppy pirate comp. This is the saddest portable factory we've probably ever had. Hey, there's the rickety repair bot. I'm gonna hit her with increase there. Nothing useful. Shocker. Grab the rickety repair bot. I'm getting rid of that. Kind of just sick of looking at it, honestly.
Anima detected.
That's what I would have picked.
There's the Drakari Enchanter. Alright, we can get rid of Titus now. And the Spellbound Seafarer. Get that on the field. We're gonna get a Tavern of Mechs. Nothing overly thrilling. Let's get some more mechs. Let's see how big the Electron gets. He's the only one that has a Dr. Boom on him right now. Bolsilivas will give us 2 more Tavern spells.
You're doing great out there.
$240 at $241. We are in the top 4, so if we lose this one, we will lose the whole game. Alright, fish should drop itself. That, if the Electron powered up dies off of the marquee ticker, it did not. Okay, not the worst. 9 damage. You got a lot to work with on this next turn. Plus, we have extra end of round effects.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Eyes of the Earth Mother. Our Rickety will now get double. And more mechs. Another Electron. And, ooh, Mechnome Interpreter. Alright, let's get rid of both these. Silivas. I'm gonna get that Interpreter. Make that a tier 6, just see what we get. Again, not good.
Go ahead and hire one.
Get an Electron powered up would be... That works. Make him gold.
Specialize in elven mech relations.
I'll give you a good price.
Ooh, that would be good. I could have gone with another Mechnome Interpreter, but I kind of was zipping through. What do we got? Naga. How big is your Groundbreaker? Not big enough. I think we got this. Oh yeah. That is an easy win. See you later, ETC, and I think that bought us the turn that we needed. Perfect vision, we get... Huh. Increases the stats on that. Interesting. It's kind of just like a set stat thing. I didn't think it was an increase, technically.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Give them some more stats. See what we get. Another Electron powered up. That is pretty much all we needed. 184, 184 on our Dr. Boom. Slap that right on him. Can we get another Dr. Boom? Another Enchanter.
That'll do some damage.
And the triple on the Enchanter. Oh, man. I feel like the triple is more important than the Arcanatron, right? I think so. I'm gonna say yes. We could get another tier 6. We might get another Electron, but
I can't wait to see this shake out.
we got another target for Arcanatron buffs, so that is good enough for me. Alright, let's see what we end up with. 336, 339. Just freeing up space.
I think you can win this thing.
No free Dr. Booms on him. $500. Kinda. Are they getting buffed from the interpreter? I don't know. I mean, we did get like 200, but he also has a Dr. Boom on him. We're still in it. 2 HP left. I think we're going against N'Zoth now.
Oh, it's okay.
We are indeed going against N'Zoth. Alright, give us some more Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom, 306. Sorry, 308, 310. Wow. We're gonna slap that on. I don't know. We're gonna wait a second.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Another charging Zarina. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I know I just got rid of a little bit as far as minions, but that's another Divine Shield minion. I'm gonna have him hit first. I don't know why, but I feel like it. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really matter actually. Alright, let's see what happens.
You're doing great out there.
526, 548. No Dr. Boom on him again. He gets 6 magnetized every turn. No Dr. Booms. As long as that takes the Zarino. Yeah, we should be fine. It's got a lot of minions, but they're all tiny. Hold on. Yeah. We've also got mechs. A bunch of little mechs. He's still in it too. A lot of rounds in this game.
Nice work out there. Keep up the
Let's
pressure.
do all tavern spells. And all mechs. We get to go against the dead guy. What are we looking for? Just Dr. Boom, right? Dr. Boom, maybe an Electron. No dice on either front. It's alright. 738, 749. What are we going to be up to here? Hopefully he gets a Dr. Boom on him. We get an extra turn for him to get a Dr. Boom.
I think you can win this thing.
If we see his stats skyrocket, we know what happened. Nothing. Wow. No Dr. Boom. It's actually kind of crazy to me that he hasn't landed at least one Dr. Boom on him. He's got 6 auto assemblers though. Alright, who wins between elementals or mechs? I think mechs wins. Mechs does win. Mechs wins and we beat mechs. So let's get extra stats. I don't know why I went with the following turn. We're not going to have a following turn.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Come on, give us some Dr. Booms.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Oh, we didn't get our hand was full. Alright, not a single Dr. Boom. Hopefully, Rickety Repair Bot gives himself, like, I don't know, 3 of them. This is going to be the moment of truth. This guy had some Rickety Repair Bots too, right? He also has, first 2 refreshes contain only tier 6s, so he has that benefit. He just didn't have the Electron powered up as far as I know. I don't think he did anyway. Maybe he had 1. Yeah, he had 1. Because it had Reborn on it. But we technically have a lot more.
The peanut shells on the
485 to 562. Spriggan.
win this thing.
No Dr. Booms. He's still tiny. Ooh, OBS says it has an issue. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the stream too much. Alright, we reconnected. Did that mess with the stream at all? Right, hey, we got another first place with the mechs. 99 points up. We're getting our rank back. We are almost one more win and we could be back up where we were. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back. Like 2-3 minutes. Alright, we are back. Guys, I think it's going to be probably one more game for the day. Hopefully, a good one. We've had some intense games today. We've had some laughs, we've had some cries, and for the first half of the games, all we did was die. Cat in the hat. That's all I got for you. Alright, let's get into another game, and hopefully we can get a cool strategy going. Honestly, the game that we had yesterday, that, I don't know, the strategy was super strange, and we ended up gaining, like, what, 2,000 plus stats on our minions. It was such an odd strategy. I feel like those are some of the best, I don't know, comps overall. How often are there, like, ads while you guys are watching the stream? Are there a lot? Does it happen often? Oh, okay, apparently we're not getting into another game. It looks like we are. If you have one gold left, that is such a common... Yeah. Such a common tip. Alright, well, that's solid. Looks like the game is having a little bit of a tizzy right now. Fail already. Get it over with. We know someone failed to join the match. But now we're going to keep the wins rolling. It's very ironic. Maybe I should just, I don't know, name all our streams like we're going to die a bunch. Come on. Quite a wait time. There we go. Yeah, I know you failed to connect to the game. It was a long time for it to like finally be like, hey, this failed. Usually, when we have the failed to connect, it's pretty quick. All right. That's twice in a row. Guys, I'm starting to get like this. I don't know. The sense that the game is telling us you're good for the day. Sweet. Our last game of the day is a Cenarius game. Yeah, last game of the day, Cenarius. That's what's up. Demons, Elementals, Mechs, Naga, and Quillbore. It's kind of ironic if you end up with like a ton of gold and you end up just going like the Quillbore strategy, where you don't really do much once it's on the field. We've seen the Quillbore themselves like 3 times. The trinkets. No. Actually, I think I've only seen the trinket one time to actually buff the Quillbore. Alright, let's see. What kind of Quillbore trinkets are there? Oh, my goodness. Quillbore. Alright, so after you cast 5 spells, give your Quillbore Death Rattle to get a Blood Gem. Blood Gems grant 3 extra attack. Tough Tusk Sticker. Blood gems played from your hand give minions divine shield. Get a snarling conductor. Whenever you discard a card, play a blood gem on all your minions.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy
He makes you discard cards
makes you
too, right?
strong.
Calligraphy set for health. Calligraphy set for 1/1. Recruiter training. Hogwash Basin. Agam Sticker. At the end of your turn, play 4 blood gems on a friendly minion of each type. Surveyor's Portrait. Get a hot air surveyor at the start of each turn. Is that actually a thing? Can you actually get the hot air surveyor trinket? I don't think it is.
Good battle.
Hot air surveyor is not in the game right now. At least not actively. Oh man. I wonder if he went with the I'll take that and just didn't pay attention to who he was fighting.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Two, 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 two. No one's gone to 3 yet. You could go 3 and then 4. I mean, we're going to be at 32 health, most likely, after this. No, we're going to be at 32 health, right? Unless he just doesn't have enough minions.
Have a good battle, friend.
No, we're going to be at 33 health. Alright.
The battle is really raging out there.
Let me go with the extra 2 gold next turn. Next turn, we will have 13 gold to work with. Means we could buy a tier 3 minion, go up a tavern tier, and still use Wisdom of the Ancients again. And then the following turn, we can just buy a bunch of tier 4s. Or we mess around at tier 3 for a turn. Do Wisdom of the Ancients, and then spend 10 gold on minions. Demons, Elementals, Mechs, Naga, Cool War. Nice thing is, the more we invest in Wisdom of the Ancients, the better we will be. Boris the God. The Milkman.
Can still make
Dad? Is that you?
the battle is really raging out there. Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
Sure, why not? Look how strong our Crackling Cyclone is. Maybe we'll get the 0 cost to get our greater trinket, and we can just ramp up like madmen. Chances are we're gonna take 10 damage here. Granted, Galakron's on a crazy losing streak, but this has 1 HP, so if he's got a field, he's got 1 elemental. Maybe he's only got 2 minions, and we're gonna one-shot one and then kill the other one. Or it's gonna kill itself off our elemental, and then we kill the other one. Either way, we're good for 2 more turns.
Have a good battle, friend.
pretty close. Four damage.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Get 3 random tier 4 minions.
This place makes me feel tingly.
A good tactical choice.
Another windfall tornado. End of. Maybe we do get to go elementals after all.
There's no turning back.
No field to full field. That's pretty good. What do you choose for a... He didn't choose his trinket yet. 25 seconds till this guy this guy has to choose his trinket. Still has not picked a lesser trinket. Weird. Wouldn't it tell us if his lesser trinket was something for greater trinket? I think it would.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
It was weird. It didn't. Still doesn't tell us that it's the Rendell sticker there.
You're good at this.
Oh, duh. Yeah, let's get rid of the anomaly. Grab that. Should be able to get a full field of decent minions next turn. And if we don't, then we're gonna lose. Nice thing is 10 damage is cap, so hopefully we don't even take 10. This guy's tier 4. He's got elementals. He's got the Nami sticker. Does mean he's probably got at least a full field of like 12 12s or more. So this could be not great. Could be. I feel like he's probably only got 1 or 2 big minions. Alright, 10. Damage cap is now 15. We have 17 gold to work with.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. I like where you're going with this. Better hire a recruit while you can.
Give us elementals. Thank you. Sell that off. Our elemental, 6/3 whenever we sell an elemental. Elemental, let's do that as well. And we'll just buff up our field, and hopefully that's enough to counter this guy's elementals. Our field's not terrible. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. End of the round, we're gonna gain another lot of stats on our elementals in the tavern for the rest of the game. So this could be good. Could be terrible. But if we survive this round, I actually think we'll do a pretty. We have a solid chance. This guy's been losing. He tied his last round.
Have a good battle, friend.
Yeah, we're good.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
2 tier 6s, set their stats to 2020. 2 Fauna Whisperers. Blazing Greasefire.
That's a great play.
It's another tier
Can't wait to
6.
see this shake out. I like where you're going with this.
Technical Elemental.
That one might make all the difference. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Let's do something like that. The Natural Blessing's not crazy, but it's 2 extra 20/20s. Those 2 will buff up everything. Cackling Cyclone is decent size. We're going against mechs. He bought a golden mech that turn. He's got the automatons with Reborn. I can't imagine that they're as strong as we are, but maybe. The nice thing is he's only tier 5, so if two automatons or less survive,
Don't tell the others.
then we can still be alive in this. Oh yeah, we're good. Apparently everything he has summons automatons, but we tie the round.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Come on, give us elementals. Really? 5 refreshes, 0 elementals. All right. Barnstormer. Goodness gracious. Dune Dweller.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Better hire a recruit while you can.
Drakari Enchanter and a Dune Dweller. We need to clear up 2 spaces, so let's do Elementals, Elemental Surprise. I think we can get rid of the Cinder and the Crackling Cyclone. Now we can grab both of those.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
That's going to give us 40-20 on our Elementals now. Might be able to get a triple on the Dune Dwellers.
Have a good battle, friend.
This guy's going back and forth with wins and losses, so... And we tie again. I think we tied that one pretty much just in time. 132-71. Definitely plenty big enough. Let's go to tier 6 now. And let's get some decent ones. Yeah, there we go. Sell that Windfall. Oh, man. We'll grab the Light Spawn. It's going to buff everything up. And it's a nice sized creature. Sell the other Dune Dweller off. Grab the Genie. Arid Atrocity. That's kind of lame. If we could get a triple on the Meteorite, it'd be awesome. No such luck. One more refresh. Sell the Barnstormer, Arid Atrocity, and we'll grab the Wildfire Elemental. And I'm going to freeze that Technical Elemental in there. Technical Elemental would be awesome for Wildfire. It would also be super good to put on that Grease Fire just for the extra. That extra health would be awesome for the Grease Fire as well. Like Meteorite Crasher. Again, if we get the triple on the Crasher, it'd be really good. Without it, though. And we win the round. Win the round to get the extra Elemental. We're going against the guy in last with Demons. 172, 100. I'll buy the Technical. I'm going to buy the Sand Swirler as well.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Windfall Tornado.
That's what I would have picked.
Yeah, I'll sell a Meteorite. Another Wildfire. Buff those stats, including the Meteorites. Another Windfall. Alright, Windfall, what do you got for me? Molten Rock. Another Crackling Cyclone, too. Let's see. What do you got? Full Field Elementals. 2 more Technical Elementals in the tavern. Let's go 1, 2, 3, Play both those down. Grab at least one more. Freeze the tavern, and let's put one more on there.
I think you can win this thing.
That tavern's way too good to ignore. Yeah, he's very dead. You can get rid of Molten Rock. Yeah, Powerful Bedrock. This is a pretty gnarly elemental game. Like, we pulled this off just in time. Yeah, let's grab the two of them. And there's the Crackling Cyclone triple. That is so much. 766, 451, a tier 6 minion. We'll go with the Jiraxis just for quantity. There's the triple on the Wildfire and another another technical. Oh my goodness. Alright. Elemental of Surprise. That's awesome. We can do the technical elemental. Get the triple for that. Now that has permanent divine shield. 1,120, 666. Wild Hellfire elemental. Another elemental of surprise. Just gonna slap it on the field for now. Buffs up our molten rock. Gentle Genie will give us one more. Honestly, the Gentle Genie is kind of taking up some space that we don't overly need now. Wildfire's crazy strong. This guy has a decent field. Let's see if we can, ooh. That was so good. He just got absolutely destroyed. And he was going to ramp up. He was going to ramp up hard. Woo. Alright, us versus mechs in the last round. An elemental of surprise. Elemental of surprise that could triple with anything, really. So we're going to go with... We'll sell that off. We'll buy the elemental of... Let's do that, just to guarantee it goes with the Molten Rock. Tier 6. Let's get some Wildfire Elemental. Another Crackling. I am quite content with all the Divine Shield that we've been getting. Right, one more big elemental. Not necessarily what I had in mind. But you know what? It'll exist. Mechs. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with it. A lot of Divine Shield on our field. He's gonna have kind of same deal. Oh, gross. Come on. Perfect. Wow. All right. He had some mechs.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Hmm.
Better hire a recruit while you can. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Technical elemental.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Gentle genie. And a defender's rights. Let's get rid of... We're gonna get rid of both these now. Both these now. Do one more refresh. Yeah, 2 more.
Aren't you all precious?
Let's do something to that effect.
A good tactical
Not that if we lose the round, we're pretty much dead, right? He could have like 1 mech survive, but we do have the anti-reborn, so hopefully that takes that out right away. With any luck. Yikes. Come on, take out this one. Yes! Alright, that one's not coming back. Gets all those mechs back. There's a lot of stats there. Get the win. Ooh, we tie. Woo! This is spicy.
raging out there. That's a great play. I can't wait to see this shake out. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Ooh, freaking me out. This is freaking me out.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Technical elemental again.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. Everyone's got
Tried to buy it. I tried. Alright. Really? And that, I believe, is a win. Not bad for a last game of the night. We did manage to turn it around with the elementals to come out on top. Whew. Scenarios. We were real close to dying, and then we just had straight wins until the end. 6409. We're like 2 points off from where we started this morning, or whatever, at the beginning. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the matches. That is going to be the last one for the night. I think they went pretty well after our initial tons of losses. Guys, if you enjoyed the stream or you're watching this after the fact, do not forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. It is much more fun when you guys are in the chat with me, obviously talking along. I am more than happy to answer any questions, try for some of the comps that you guys want to see. Just let me know, either in chat, in the comments, however, you guys know how it works. And with that, we'll be here same time, same place, 4:30 Eastern Standard tomorrow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.